Hi everybody, it's John here again. The end of the second week of our lockdown, and I thought I'd shake things up a little bit today. So, one of the things I used to do when I was in the corporate world was take part in Dress Down Friday, where instead of wearing a suit and a shirt and a tie, we could wear jeans and a polo shirt. But now that we're all kind of stuck at home, and we're probably lounging about in shorts and t-shirts or pyjamas in my case, and I think we should maybe go for Dress Up Friday. So take the opportunity, get out your pyjamas and put something nice on. So here I am, shirt, jacket, and this is all about feeling good in yourself and doing something a little bit different than your normal routine. We are in kind of scary territory still, the coronavirus is still with us. People are still scared, and we're getting wall-to-wall news, which is pretty negative. Although, to be fair to some of the news channels, they're starting to highlight positive stories rather than the continuing number of deaths and the continuing number of people that have the virus. And that's probably what I want to talk to you about today, is in your normal life, it's all about finding little moments of happiness and doing stuff that makes you laugh, makes you feel good about yourself, makes you feel good about the world, and celebrating the little victories all the time, something we don't do. And something I've noticed over the last couple of years is that we're all very quick to criticize ourselves when we perceive that we haven't done something well or we haven't done something good. So buck the trend. Recognize that there are times in your life where you've done something good, you've done something well, and take that little bit of time out to say, well done, nice job, and pat yourself on the back. And one of the pieces of advice I give to the people I work with is, at the end of every day, get yourself a wee journal or a notepad and write down 5 things that you're grateful for that has happened during that day. And do this just before you go to bed, so that you're going into your bed, going into the sleep world a little bit happier. You're not going to bed afraid, scared, pissed off, upset. And the magic thing about this, when you write it out, is it does have a profound effect on your thinking and how you react to situations. And when you're having a bad day, which is allowed, we all have bad days, you can go back and read your journal, and you'll be amazed at how uplifting that experience can be. And you can see that your life isn't constantly doom and gloom. Every day some good things happen to you, and you do good things, and it's great to recognize that, and it's great to acknowledge that that happens. And before you realize it, your whole mindset changes. And I have to admit, it's something that I've stopped doing, and it's probably something I'm going to start doing again now. But I found it particularly helpful writing out the good things that I've done and the good things I've experienced in that day. Whether that be something as simple as, you've spoken to a friend you haven't spoken to for a while, or you managed to find a nice new shirt to wear, and you bought that and it made you feel good. And it's important in these times where I feel we're being a little bit manipulated by the media at the moment to feel scared, to be in a state of fear. And I just want to re-emphasize this message that when you're stressed and you're feeling scared, your body changes. There's physical changes to your body. So I've talked about being in fight or flight mode. So we have this inbuilt in our DNA, this reaction. So we either run away from the fabled saber-toothed tiger or we stay and fight. But there's also a third option in there, which is you freeze, which means you do nothing. You just stand there and do nothing. And I think that's where a lot of us are right now. And what this does with the chemicals that get released into your bloodstream, basically what it does is it kind of shuts down your immune system. And it shuts down all unnecessary systems in your body to then provide your muscles with the required energy to do what you're about to do, whether that be run away from the saber-toothed tiger or whether you stay and fight. But also, if you just stand still, it requires energy. So, because we're constantly surrounded by the horrific news, and the numbers are getting pretty scary now, they're getting huge. I think if you can keep yourself from watching your news every day and looking at the totals just going up and up, they're not going to go down. You know, I can promise you that, they're not going to go down. But keeping yourself in that mode, in that state, means that you have a lower chance. Like if you catch the virus, because your immune system is shut down, because you're in this fight or flight mode, you won't fight the virus as well as if you were in a healthy state of mind. So my best advice to you, if I go back to my coaching background, it's very, very simple. To lead a happier life and to be happier in yourself, do things that you enjoy doing. Do things that make you smile. And don't worry what other people think. It's only important what you think about what you're doing. And if it makes you happy, keep on doing it. And if there's things out there that scare you, make you feel unhappy, make you feel undervalued, stressed, scared, stop doing them. Stop fueling that particular fire. And it may sound very glib and very obvious, but most of us ignore that. Most of us don't do it. And I don't understand that. So today, it's Friday. Go get your best togs on, even if it's just for an hour. And let's all participate in Dress Up Friday. Let's buck the trend. Let's do something fun. So here's me in my jacket, in my shirt, but just to show you, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm still wearing my pajama bottoms. So, you know, it still makes me feel comfortable. It still makes me feel good. And enjoy yourselves. Take this time out to appreciate who you are and be happy with who you are. And I just want to finish in a little wee story. So a friend of ours recently lost their family pet, their dogs, and they're struggling with the decision whether or not they should get another dog. So I said to my wife to send a message back saying, well, if you're really struggling with a binary decision like that, you know, the simplest thing you can do is get a coin, and heads, I'm going to get a dog, tails, we're not. Flip the coin and notice how you feel when you see the result. That will be a very clear indication of what you really want to do. So if you're happy that it's come up heads, that you're going to get a new dog, great. Or are you disappointed that it came up tails? But just notice how you felt that instant, that moment that you saw the result. That is a very, very clear indication of what you really desire. So that's it. Just a quick message this today. Hope you're finding these useful. Stay safe, and I'll catch up with you next week. Take care.